Hey guys. Okay, so we are going to finally do this reading that I'm excited about. This is the one that won the poll that I did probably about a month ago. And it is the singles reading on what's next in love. So we have 3 piles to choose from. I am going to offer an extended in this reading. So that will be in the description box below. And I'm not sure what we're going to get into in the extended because I don't know exactly what's going to come out in your reading. So it's going to be kind of altered to whatever comes out in each pile, okay? So you'll know that at the end of the video. So pile 1 here, and I want to go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I know my nails look absolutely horrible, but I'm painting right now, so I can't have a manicure because I'll just mess them up anyways. So that's that. Okay, guys, so pile 1 here is the, this is, well, what is this? This is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And then you have a piece of rose quartz heart here. So that's pile 1. And then pile 2 is the Light Seers Tarot. And then this is a piece of blue cat's eye. So pile 2. And then pile 3 is the Modern Love Tarot. And then this is a piece of aura quartz crystal heart. Okay. Okay. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Timestamps are down below, and I'll see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the Tarot of Mystical Moments and this piece of quartz heart, rose quartz, rose quartz heart stone, then this will be your reading. This stone, guys, I've had this for a while, and it's kind of funny because the heart is not completely shaped right. If you notice, this side of the heart, the top, is kind of a little bit off. I don't know if y'all can tell that. And then also, there is a piece of this in the middle right here that seems very like clear. I'll hold it up and I'm gonna see if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that in there? It's like there's a clear point in there. So I don't know how to really read that intuitively so far, but that little clear piece that's in there, it's like there's something here as far as your love life goes that you feel like maybe is missing. You know, there's something here that you feel like is kind of missing. I feel like you may be someone that feels full when it comes to where you are. You know, you don't feel like you're just kind of reaching for something or someone or desperate or anything like that. I feel like you're in a place where you don't even, maybe you don't even really think about love too much. Maybe you were just curious when you clicked on this video, you're just curious to see what's coming for you. But you do always feel like there's just a little something that's missing. Okay. So, that being said, I'm actually going to pull some oracles because I want to use them to kind of get an overall look at where you are currently when it comes to love, maybe where you've come from. That way y'all can tell for sure if this is your pile or not, okay? So, these are the Queen of the Moon oracles. So pile 1 here. Pile 1. Pile 1 spirit. Where is pile 1 currently when it comes to love? Where is pile 1 currently when it comes to love? So we have beauty, number 20. Where's pile 1 currently when it comes to love? It says new moon, beginnings, number 2. Let's get one more. Acceptance, number 4. Yeah, this is the energy I was feeling before we got started here, guys. This is, there's a balance that you feel currently. I think that you feel just in balance in your life right now in general. You've kind of just accepted things as they are. For some of you, there could be someone that you are still kind of connected with, or that you feel a little distance from, that you may be missing, but you just kind of accepted that relationship for what it is. But for others of you, I mean, I don't feel a bad energy with you guys. I feel actually a really awesome kind of energy for y'all. I think that you're recognizing your own worth here, which is incredible, the way that I'm seeing this card here with beauty. The number 20 is judgment in tarot. So it's like you're recognizing your own beauty, your own worth, and what you really would want in love and value in love. And there's a level of acceptance that goes into this journey that you're on, okay? To where you're just allowing things to kind of unfold naturally, and you're not like so much like reaching for things, reaching for love, reaching to just understand what's going to come next or how it's going to come, or missing that feeling is there, but it's not like you kind of press on it too much. You have this I'm sorry guys, my voice is like, it's not going to be good. I'm fighting trying not to get sick, so it's just not going to be good. We're just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry. Okay. This beginnings here, if you notice, you have this, the coldness that's around, and then the doorway here that you go through, and that's the beginning, is going through that doorway there and finding your own balance, with this being the number 2. It's also the High Priestess in tarot, and it's like you just kind of, you're feeling off of your natural instincts of where you are and where you're headed, and you're on this kind of journey here to where you're coming out of the cold of something. So you could be either coming out of the cold of a relationship in the past, how things kind of went, or coming out of a hard time, coming out of a long healing cycle, and you're in this acceptance of where you need to begin from now moving forward. Like, you're seeing this as a new beginning for yourself. You recognize all this growth that's here, all the butterflies that are here, all the growth that's in the middle of this. You're definitely in a good place, I feel like, Pile 1. I think that you're building like a good solid foundation for yourself at this moment in time. Like, I just feel like things are just in balance for you. Emotionally, you know, the way that you feel about love. So with that being said, if you resonate with that, then let's get into tarot, and we're going to see kind of, we want to know what's coming next in love, okay? So this is what we're going to focus on. What is coming next for Pile 1 in love? There's a plane coming in. So maybe something unexpected. If you didn't hear that, it was kind of a quick one there. Maybe something unexpected, and you have a King of Pentacles that just showed up, and the Ace of Pentacles. Guys, that's awesome. Capricorn energy here, and you know, an offer. You may be getting some kind of unexpected offer coming in. How cool. Let's see. This deck is so pretty. I love these cards. Okay, Pile 1 Spirit. What is next for Pile 1 in love? What is next for Pile 1 in love? The Wheel of Fortune. You have something coming towards you here. There's something in the works. This is a reflection of the time that you've slow down here, I get excited. This is a reflection of the time that you've spent on yourself. This is a reflection of like a reward, you know, Wheel of Fortune. This is a fortune that's coming to you because of the amount of energy and time that you've kind of put on yourself, as far as understanding how you work and why you work, how you work, and why how your heart functions, you know, how you love and how you want to be loved. And then that acceptance comes that's here. You've put a lot of time into this. This is internal work here that you've done. And because of that, they're saying that you have good fortune kind of coming your way here. You're in a position of allowing things to come towards you. You have the Two of Cups in reverse here. You're in this position of where you're allowing things to come towards you. And accepting things for what they are. We have the Fool. We have the Hanged Man. And the Ten of Cups. You guys. What a great lineup. I'm going to look into this Two of Cups in reverse because there's two different things that I'm reading from this for you guys. Some of them, this is someone that is going to be kind of completely different whenever you get the opportunity with this person. Or maybe this was a missed opportunity in the past that you had with this person. But you and this person are not going to mix. Like, this is someone that's going to be completely opposite of what you saw yourself being with. This is someone that you're just going to, it's someone that you wouldn't pick out of a lineup, you know, like for yourself. You wouldn't pick them. You would get to them and say no. And it's not like, it's not that there's anything, you know, about this person that you wouldn't find this person attractive or anything like that for you. It's that something about this person is maybe very different from you. It could be a very different, something very different from someone that you've normally dated, okay? And that could be anything, but it's very significant. So you're looking at the opportunity as, there's no way that this is going to happen. You know, there's no way that that's going to be a possibility. But then you get faced with this Fool energy here. And the Fool energy is you taking that risk, you taking that leap, not knowing kind of what's gonna come out of this. But then you have the Hanged Man. So to go from this to the Hanged Man, it's saying that once you kind of take that leap with this person here, you're going to kind of see a different perspective to them. And then you get this Ten of Cups here, which is actually really amazing to have in a reading, like what is next in love for you guys. But this is also, and they keep kind of wanting me to revert back to this, this is a reflection of the time that you've spent on yourself. And they're throwing something completely different from what you're used to. The way, maybe even that, this is maybe something that could be even way different from a relationship like you would normally see a relationship. It may be kind of out of the ordinary, you know, for you. Let's get some clarifiers. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Tell me about the Two of Cups in the reverse. Why is the Two of Cups in the reverse? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about the Fool. Why is the Fool? The Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm getting the this energy here of, well, why not? Why not? Kind of energy. It's making me laugh. Tell me about the Hanged Man here. The Seven of Cups. Yeah. And tell me about the Ten of Cups, please. Tell me about the Ten of Cups, please. The Page of Wands. We have the King of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And we also have the Ten of Swords and Death. Okay. Backstory. And the Six of Swords. And there's that High Priestess energy. The World in reverse. Strength. Let's stop at strength. Let's talk about this, okay? Bottom of the deck energy here. This Strength energy here. I think that you are kind of, you may be sitting in a place to where you feel really strong about starting something new with anybody because of this overall healing that you've kind of all the time and energy that you've kind of put into yourself. And this is the same thing I'm getting from this with the Hierophant in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. When you do get this opportunity with this person, or you see this opportunity come, it's not going to be something that you expected, and you're not going to look at it as something that you want to fully commit to at that time. You're going to kind of look at this as, like I said, like, you know, why not? I'm not in a relationship right now, and you know, I would kind of like to enjoy life. You know, I would kind of like to come out of the cold of this, not being in a relationship, or not having a companion, or someone that I can just spend some time with. You know, you're looking at this in a way of not something that you're fully committed to. You know, you have this commitment, or the Hierophant in reverse. So you're looking at this as just an opportunity to just kind of go have fun, and not something that's so, you're not looking to be in love. You know, you're not looking to be in a relationship. It just kind of finds you. That's how this happens. And it leaves you inspired. It leaves you in this position to where you feel inspired to kind of decide what it is that you really want. And it's someone that's very, very much so different from what you're used to, and that's one of the reasons why. But the World in reverse is on top of that strength, and then the Six of Swords that's here saying, you know, I ended a cycle that wasn't so great. It was hard. You could have had no closure in the past. You could have had just a tough closing out of a relationship in some way, shape, or form. It just didn't end in the best way. And it was a hard lesson that you had to kind of go through. And you worked yourself up from that. That's where the strength is coming from. You know, this confidence is coming from. And we see that confidence here with Beauty and Judgment. And you're finally at this calmer place here. I'm finally at this calmer place here. I don't know if I want to anchor myself down. You know, I'm kind of okay with having this higher perspective of things and being up here in the clouds. And this is how you kind of get into this, right? The High Priestess here in reverse is, I think it's more or less you kind of realizing that you're not someone that's going to kind of get into a relationship and not be who you truly authentically are. And you want someone just to accept that. You're not going to be one that kind of gets into, you know, it's so funny whenever we start dating someone, or whenever we first get into a relationship with someone, really and truly we aren't being our full authentic self, because we're trying to put our best foot forward. And we want to have we want them to have the best impressions of ourselves. But I feel like for you, you're not in that space. You're so comfortable with where you are and accepting where you are from whatever it was that you've been through in your life. And these could be multiple relationships, and you're just at this point, right? But this High Priestess in reverse is just sitting here like, you know, I don't have anything to hide here. I am who I am. This is who I am. And this is the way that I want to express myself. You know, I'm not going to try to be someone I'm not. I'm not going to try to have this, put this like persona on that I have like everything together. If I don't, you know, I'm just want to be me, because that's what I want in a relationship. I just want someone to love me for that. And you have Death here, which is the transformation that's going on internally with you. Because of this transformation and how you've kind of changed the way that you see things and look at relationships themselves, and being so much more relaxed. And it's funny because I'm feeling like it's a vulnerability, but it's a vulnerability when it comes to authenticity. It's like, it's not that you're being vulnerable and completely like telling someone your whole life story and, you know, and allowing them to kind of judge you on that. It's that you're just you, and you don't care to try to like be anything else other than just you. Here I am. Take it or leave it, you know. And this is something that you had to learn. You went on this process. You had to kind of learn this about yourself. And this is because you have figured out how your heart works, what your heart needs, what you want to give. And you're sitting in this place to where you understand yourself. See how she's looking directly at that butterfly? You know, you recognize your transformation here and the beauty of that. You know it. You know your own beauty, your value, your worth. And that's what you want to share. And because of this transformation that's here, that's the closing out, the ending here. The Ten of Swords. It's an ending of what was. Do you see how in this picture she has her hair up and it's all, I mean, that's crazy, but I couldn't imagine carry that around. But you have all these different wands that are pointing to her hair, to her head, and she has her eyes down. And it's like all these people are trying to like put you in a position, like see how they're all pins to hold up her hair? That's the way I'm seeing it. All these other people are trying to like shape you into who you are in a relationship. And this is the way that you've kind of discovered yourself over this healing, right? Every relationship you may have been in has been something that you felt that I was doing that because this person wanted me to, or I was this way because that's what they needed, or I was this way because of that. I was this way. And now you're like, I don't want to play this anymore. I want to let my hair down, you know. I don't want to be living someone else's version of what I am. I want to be who I am. This is where you're at, and this is the transformation, and that's what's ended here. And then you have this King of Wands in reverse, which I feel like this is someone that is basically, and he's literally on fire. You know, he's literally on fire. It's Aries energy, and it's Aries energy is self, you know, the first house. And we're talking about I am, you know, and it's focused on yourself. And this is this overall energy here for you, is you are solely focused on yourself. And in this way, it's kind of like in reverse. It's saying, you know, I have a certain kind of way that I see how I want to portray a relationship and how I want to put myself out there. And that is it. And I'm not allowing, look at this. I'm not allowing, I go to the beat of my own drum, right? You know, I'm on this journey and I'm going to the beat of my own drum, and I'm not allowing all these other people to try to pin and poke at what they feel like I should be for them. This is the way you are. This is this energy, this fire that's kind of driving you forward here. And then this is what's coming. And this is great. This is great. This is a relationship that's going to kind of open you or get you to be more inspired about love, to whereas here you're sitting in a place to where you're like, it's not that it's a boring place to be. It's that it's just comfortable. You're just comfortable. And this relationship that's coming, and the reason I think Spirit's sending you this particular person in the way that they are, and this could be someone, I have to say, that maybe you were connected with before, but maybe things didn't kind of go very well, but you've always kind of remained somewhat connected to that person. But there's just a lot more different than you are, okay? And you're coming out of the cold with that person in some kind of way. You know, there's a reignition to that in some sense. And now you're different, now they're different. It's a different kind of energy that I'm feeling, okay? But that's not going to resonate for everybody. For some of you, this is just someone new. And this wouldn't be someone that you had a really rough, bad past with either. I want to put that in there. This isn't that person. This would be someone that you felt like it just wasn't going to work out. You know, you were just too different, or it was just, there was something that was just a barrier between the two of you, and you kind of separated or just lost ties. Kind of, there was no like bad blood there. You know what I mean? It's a weird way to put that. Anyway, because that would, indicate like a family. You may have some kind of family tie to an extent. You know how like when you're, I don't know why I'm going off into this, but it's meant to be heard, I guess. You know when you are married and you have certain groups that you either hang out with, or that, you know, it's their family or your family or whatever. And then if you get divorced, you separate, and there's certain people that you just don't interact with anymore. This could be someone like that, okay? And maybe it's someone that you felt like you weren't sure what side that person was on, and you're kind of, you meet that person again in a different way, and you start to have this reconnect, okay? So someone very different, and that's a specific kind of storyline for someone that was wondering, okay? But this is just kind of indicating that there is just something very different about this person, and this is why Spirit's bringing you this particular person, because you're different. And you will take that leap. And you're taking this leap, this Ace of Swords being in reverse, is you don't have any kind of set plan here. You know, you don't have the Hierophant upright. You're not committed to this or anything like that. You just have this Wheel of Fortune here, and you just, you know what, why not? Why not? I'm not with anybody. I'm not doing anything. Why not? Let's just take this jump here and just kind of see where things go. And I don't have any plans. I'm not committing to anything. I just kind of, you know, it's like where you just kind of want to go and have fun and just kind of see how things happen. You're still looking at what happens to you here is that once you kind of do this, what it does to you mentally is it changes your mindset about how you're looking at a relationship that you would want. Even if it ends up not being this person. For some of you, I feel like it will. There goes my throat. But for others of you, I feel like what it's going to do is just give you this inspiration to want this 10 of Cups. You know, you're going to start to look at things differently. You have the 7 of Cups here, which is choices and options. You know, maybe I do have different options in there. It's like when you meet someone, like you're just fine, you're in this energy, you know, everything's great. You're saying, you know what, I don't need anybody. I'm good where I'm at, whatever. And then you meet somebody, and then it starts to bring up all these feelings, and they're like new to you again, and you're thinking, well, maybe I do. Maybe I do want somebody. You know, it kind of feels good. I got to be honest. It kind of feels good to get this, this energy coming back around. It kind of feels good to feel this 10 of Cups. You know, what would that look like? It's kind of, I didn't think that I would feel this way, but I kind of do feel this way. Like, what if I could have a 10 of Cups? What would that look like for me? It gets your mind going. It gives you this Page of Wands, this inspiration, and it makes you want to just look into it, right? Now you kind of want to look into it. No, I kind of want to look into it. It's like Spirit's kind of getting you out of this comfortable mindset of acceptance now that you're here, and they're saying, okay, now let's throw another curveball, you know? Well, now let's change their mindset a little bit. Let's shake them up a little bit, which is so much this Hermit, this Hanged Man and this 7 of Cups. But you could have been someone that was in more of a Hermit kind of energy when it comes to relationships and love. And they're saying, let's shake it up. Let's throw something in there. Okay. So let's get some Oracle cards. I'm gonna use these. These are the Whispers of Love oracles, because for some of you, and I think in the extended, I'll probably go more into the person that I'm seeing, the relationship that I'm seeing here, and how that's gonna go. Because I think for some of you, this is gonna be someone that you're gonna make a choice here. I do feel like you're gonna make a choice, but overall, it's meant, this person's meant to give you inspired inspiration when it comes to a wish fulfillment and what you want in your life as far as being emotionally fulfilled goes. So we'll take a look into this person here, okay? But now, for now, let's get some oracles to see moving forward. Anything else that we need to know about moving forward for pile 1? Anything else we need to know about moving forward for pile 1? I'll probably get characteristics with them too as well, so we'll use some funnier cards for that. I like using the funny cards for looking into characteristics here. Okay, so anything else here moving forward for pile 1? We have slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. This is this energy that you've been in here, and this is the number 9, which is the Hermit in Tarot, and this is what I was talking about. But again, this fits this overall thing here. Is what this is going to do here is it's going to, you see how she's laying there sleeping and her mind's wandering away, and you have this couple here that's dancing. This is exactly what I'm talking about here, guys. This is what it's going to do. It's going to put you into this, and you have the 2 wands in the background, which is that planning, you know, making plans, future plans. It's going to put you into this daydream energy where you start to really think about a relationship and what that would look like and how that would look like. And then things will start to unfold because you'll start to allow, whereas before you're not in a space, you're in a space of acceptance, right? Which is actually bringing in allowing things to happen, but you're not seeing it like that. What happens is this comes in, and then it starts to put you in a new level of allowing things to unfold for you when it comes to love. It makes you start to focus more on that, where before you weren't really focused on it so much. Does that make sense? I want to get one more. Can I have one more, please? For pile 1 moving forward, one more. Oh, y'all got the card for the back. I love you. These are powerful words. And this is the number 20 again, judgment. And the harp, guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about you understanding this new sense of love and what it really looks like and means to you is different from what it was in the past. And knowing how powerful those words are, knowing how powerful, you know, a new beginning when it comes to love would look like for you would be so different from what you've normally been through. And that's because of the work that you've done on yourself. That's not because of past relationships and them hurting you and all that stuff. You've been through that. You've worked through that. You know who you are now. That's why it's different. So when you start to use those words, I love you, when someone starts to say those words to you, the judgment, how you judge it is different. And this is what you're going to come to figure out is there's a different powerful meaning behind it than there used to be. And it's going to be a lot stronger than I feel like it was for you in the past, but it's not something you're going to realize until it actually happens. And it's because you are in this place to where you're allowing something to happen for you, to you, for who you are, and not something or someone that you're trying to be, or that you're feeling the need to be, or anything to that nature, right? This is actually pretty cool. I kind of like this. I really do. I didn't know, you never know what to expect when you do readings anyways, but this is kind of different from what I was kind of expecting it to come out as. So let's see. I want to get a postcard from Spirit for sure for you guys. And then we'll get some initials and everything to close this out. And then I'm going to take this over to the extended where we're going to get a deeper look at this person. I want to see what this relationship's going to entail, characteristics about this person, and how the relationship's going to go for you guys, okay? So, postcard, please. Thank you. for pile 1, we have live your dreams. It's so relevant here with all this. Yeah, it's your dreams. This is a dream here. The 10 of Cups for me is that dream. It's what you wish for when it comes to emotional stability. My wish here is to have a relationship where I feel completely emotional stability, where I feel emotionally fulfilled. I'm not always searching or looking or wanting something, but this is a dream. It's not something that stays forever, you know, but it's something that you know is always there. I know that sounds very weird, but that's just the way it comes out. It's coming out. Because there's going to be always some times where you have to remember that it's there. You're not going to always stay in this blissful moment right here. You know, obviously there's things, but see how they have each other. It's that knowing that you have each other. Regardless, you know, of what you go through or what happens. And wanting that is what you're being inspired here for. Over here, there's no mystery for us to unveil. As we know intimately how connected we all are, the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension that you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energies that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes of spirit, as spirit weaves your life's mysteries in beautiful tapestry and glorious technicolor. Loving you so much, as always. Yeah, you know, it brought me back, this card brought me back to this beginning here, and this unknown energy with this being, the high priestess that's here. You being in this place to where you're opening yourself up and allowing, you know, this place to where you don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm accepting where I am, and I'm willing to go through that door and have a new beginning regardless. That's what they're saying here. There's a beauty behind that unknown energy, and just not trying to completely understand how everything's going to work out mentally could drive you crazy, but just knowing in your heart, you know, in your soul, that whatever's meant for you is gonna end up coming towards you and finding you. And that's the space that you're in. That's why all this is unfolding the way that it is. Okay, so we have be with nature. All the nature that's on these cards. Completion and overwhelming. Yeah, you're stepping into this place to where what you felt before was things were so overwhelming, and was more so coming from a place to where you were feeling more overwhelmed by things, and that's coming to a close. You know, that's not there anymore. You don't allow yourself to just get carried away with those emotions like you did before. You don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed by things like you did before. We have 5, which is the change, 8, moving forward here. You have 4, which is the foundations that you're building, and you have 6 or 9, which is the hermit, but 9 is things like coming to fruition, right? You're making the progress, and now things are coming to fruition here. And the change, you have that foundation that's changing. That's the reason why. You're sitting at a crossroads here. You also have the number 7 because things are starting to come into alignment, and you're going to be sitting here making decisions now moving forward in your love life. And you're capable of doing that here and now, pile 1, because you're at a place to where you've went through all of this. You know who you are now, right? So HMZNJJ A. We also have A, Q, W, I, E, V. Okay. So I'm going to hold these up so y'all can see them. I'm not going to sit here and try. I see view over here though. Yeah, which is this hanged man here, and they're wanting me to kind of go back to that for a second. You are, and I see Jane in the bowl as well, but you are going to be changing your point of view. This is this overall energy that's coming as this crossroads, this choice that you make, and the way that you're coming into alignment here with this energy is going to change your point of view of what you want moving forward, okay? Which is what this other person coming in is going to help kind of guide you in that direction. Okay, so I'm going to leave you here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to come over to the extended, we're going to take a deeper look at this person, this relationship, their characteristics, and what's going to kind of unfold there, okay? So if you want to meet me over there, then it's in the description box below. If not, and you're leaving me here, thanks for being here. Thanks, guys, for your love and your support and your kindness. I am still open for personal readings. The information for that's down below as well. And yeah, hope to talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye. Hey, pal too. So if you chose the Light Seers Tarot and this cat's eye, blue cat's eye, this is one of my most favorite hearts. Of course, my favorite color is blue, so, but you may be someone that kind of has a cold heart. That sounds bad, doesn't it? I don't mean for it to. It's what I mean by that in a more compassionate way is that you may be someone that feels kind of closed off to love completely, or you may be someone that kind of feels like you just really, either you can't love or you feel cold. There's a reason behind that. It could be because of heartbreak in the past, or just not being able to trust anybody in a relationship. We'll get tarot, we'll get some more to kind of get deeper looks into that. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull some oracles because I want y'all to make sure this is your pile, and this is a way of doing that. So I'm going to use these Queen of the Moon oracles to start. And then this is going to give you kind of a look in where you are currently as far as your love life goes, okay? And then we'll get tarot to see where you're headed, okay? What's coming towards you anyway. Okay, what's coming next? Let's focus right now. Current energies here for pile 2. Current energies here for pile 2. Where is pile 2 in love currently, Spirit? Where is pile 2 in love currently, Spirit? Pile 2, where are they in love currently? Resistance. No surprise. Number 25 here. Yeah. You're resisting growing in your heart space. You're resisting love, I feel like. Let's see if we can understand that a little better. Why? What else for pile 2? Realization. Number 3. What else for pile 2? Let's get one more. Hunger. Number 29. I think you're someone that's resisting this hunger that you feel. The unexpected is also at the bottom of the deck. Number 43. And it says blue moon. This blue energy is coming out. Heavy. Okay. So where are you currently in love, pile 2? I'm just going to start. I want to kind of focus on this hunger energy though, because it's the strongest energy out of these 3 cards. Because I feel like this resistance, I think that you've recently had some sort of kind of awakening though, when it comes to love. And I feel like that might have been unexpected. But this hunger that's here, and this could be someone that you are resisting to love, or resisting their love even. This hunger that's here, like this coyote is just howling at the moon, you know. I think that you're just trying really hard to avoid it. It's like you have this intense urge to express love or feel love, but you're doing everything you possibly can to avoid it. You know, you could be sitting with an opportunity right now to grow in love with someone, but you're not taking that direction, and it could be a huge opportunity that's kind of sitting here for you. You're looking at it, but you're not taking it. The realization that that's there for you is relevant here, but you're sitting in a place to where you're fighting this. You're fighting this feeling. You're having this coldness come from in your heart space. Now, I'm not sure exactly the reasoning behind that. I'm sure you have one. But all I'm sensing right now is this intense feeling of holding back. You have this big, huge ball of emotion that is building up inside of you. And this could have to do with whatever path that you're currently on. This is the number 29, which adds to 11, which is about being on a certain path, being on the right path, staying on the path. You may be not one that just doesn't want to be distracted by love, because you're in the process of trying to grow something here with this being the number 20, this being the number 3. 25 is here as well. 7 together is it's about alignment, and you may be resisting love because it's not necessarily an alignment for you right now. It's not part of what you feel like you need to experience in this moment in time, and that's why the resistance is there. But I have to say, regardless of there being resistance here, there is still things growing. And I think that's what this is, this realization that you've recently come into. And this is hunger that you've recently come into. It's like regardless of you trying not to love, it's still kind of happening. So I don't know if there's, I know this is a singles reading, but I don't know if there is someone in particular that you feel like you're resisting, like a certain person that you're resisting, or if you've just had an opportunity, and the hunger of wanting to take that opportunity is definitely something that's there. I mean, it's very heavy. This is really intense. And it's a buildup that I'm feeling as well. So I'm really anxious to see what's coming towards you here. Let's get into this with tarot. It's like you're fighting the inevitable, you know? That's what I'm feeling. You could be also in a position to where you're just trying to ignore the urge that you feel to want love in your life. You know, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna be cold to it. I don't have time for that right now. I can't focus on that right now. It's not important right now. But yet it's still there. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Wands. There's a lot of resistance here. A lot of fighting with yourself here. What is going on? What in the world? What in the world? Resisting even trying to shuffle here. I had this in a problem in a reading the other day. There we go. Much better. Must be my nails. I don't have my nails. Okay. All right, pile 2. Oh, that came right out. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Missed opportunity. A missed opportunity. What's coming for pile 2 in love? What's coming? Strength in reverse, because you don't have the strength. You don't have the strength for it. It's almost like you don't have the strength to be vulnerable when it comes to love right now, and that's why you're resisting it. Tell me more for Pile 2. What's coming for them in love? The Star in reverse. Closed door. No hope there. You know, it so ties into this energy here. I know I'm laughing. The reason it's funny to me is because it's just, it's so strong. This resistance is so strong, but it's still there. It's like fighting a train. You know, you're not going to be able to fight the train. It's going to keep going no matter what. That's very obvious, but you're not looking at it. You have the Queen of Pentacles. So there's somebody here that could be offering you this pentacle, but you're not giving. This is an energy of not giving anything away. You know, the Queen of Pentacles has everything that she needs, and she's not going to give any energy out if she doesn't feel like it. And you're in this kind of more selfish energy of not giving away your time, your energy and effort to anything. See how blocked these are? You have 2 8s here. 8 is the number of progress and moving things forward, and they're in reverse, so you're not doing that. Not having that. Tell me one more. 6 of Cups. Something's happened here. Something's happened here where you feel like you only want to stay loyal to yourself, and that's it. There's an energy here of you feeling like you don't want to have to be loyal to anyone else. Maybe you feel like you've disappointed yourself in the past when it comes to that, and you've caused some pain. I don't know why, but with the Six of Cups, I'm feeling like an energy of regret of the past. But it's carrying along with you here. It's still here in the future, and that's where this resistance is coming from. You could also have a soulmate energy here. That's coming towards you, but I feel like, I know we're doing this reading on what's coming next in love, but I do feel like this is something that's in your present energy now. But for some of you, it could be, you know, the time's always a little bit different for everybody. So for some of you, this could be something that hasn't actually happened yet. Let's get, okay. We have the Knight of Swords and the 2 Cups in reverse. I mean, look at that. If you can't run away faster from a relationship, then there you go. I mean, come on. There's so much resistance here. This is something from the past. Someone here you are completely running away from. Logically, this is something that just doesn't make quite sense to you. And yeah, this is not wanting a partnership. I don't want a partnership. I don't want a relationship. I'm going to haul ass away from this, and I'm going to jump on my back, and I'm going to take off. I'm not taking it. But again, I want to say, this has to do with not trusting something. Someone, you feel like you can't trust love. I can't trust love. It wouldn't even add to my life at this point right now. There could be a relationship that's coming towards you, or one that you're in now that you're denying. You're running away from it. Interesting. Okay, this is going to be one of those crazy readings. I feel it. I feel it. Okay, yeah, and the cards do too. They're just popping all over the place. So you have the Chariot here, Cancer energy. You also have Leo here, Aquarius energy, Taurus, and Scorpio. I feel like this Chariot is where you're not taking this opportunity here, and you're wanting to move to a positive place, and you feel like love or an opportunity for love is not something that would make you move into a positive place. Guys, you're in this position to where the past is really eating you alive over here. And there's guilt. Every time I hold this card, that's all I can feel is guilt from the past and relationships. not trusting relationships. Relationships never work out. They always only end up in hurt or pain, or this is why you've closed your heart off. This is definitely something that you've closed your heart off to. I'm not even sure why you're tuning into this reading, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just something that you're just curious or wondering. You may be in this position right now with somebody and wondering how this other person is kind of feeling about you. Tell me about the Strength in reverse. Look at that. 6 of Pentacles. This is hard. This is hard reading. Buckle up, guys. Here we go. This reading may be a little bit kind of sensitive or a little triggering. I'm going to have to say that. There's definitely lessons that need to be learned here that you're holding on to some things of the past, and we're going to get into that because I'm not gonna not see that. Obviously, I want to focus on that healing that's there, because you're completely denying yourself of anything here for you. If all these were up the other way around, it would be taking an offer here and having a strong connection here, or having some kind of future wish come true when it comes to someone that's someone grounded or could be grounded, someone that can provide or be grounded with you in your life. And this reversed energy here would be the other way around, which is you learning that lesson and growing up and getting into a better place for yourself. Growing out of something from the past, growing out of that pain or whatever it was from the past. And I don't normally see the 6 of Cups in that kind of way, but I am definitely seeing it here for you guys with everything else that's around it. You always have to focus in tarot about the energy of the cards that are around certain cards, you know. And this one right here, there's a deep hunger that you feel about wanting to connect with someone too, which is kind of strange because you're so closed off from it. And it's like you're like, shoo, be gone. It doesn't matter. I can't do that right now. I can't even look in that direction right now. I am not ready for that right now. You see vulnerability as being something that is a weakness, and you do not want to give in that way. This 6 of Pentacles is a card of someone giving to you, you know, you giving to someone else and someone giving to you in an equal balanced way. With that Strength in reverse, it's like you're not strong enough for that. You don't feel like that is something that can provide any kind of benefit for you. Tell me about the Star in reverse. Yeah, look at that, 10 of Wands. This is heavy. The Star is a card of having hope, healing as well, and having a dream for the future, you know, being hopeful for the future, and things are going to come together, and I feel this balanced energy of, you know, I have this wish that I want. But for somehow this is a burden on you. Somehow, whatever this is a burden on you. And I'm going to tell you guys, there's heavy healing here that comes through with this that you've kind of put on hold. You're shutting the door here to having any kind of wish fulfillment when it comes to love in the future, because of maybe you're seeing it as a burden. You're seeing it as something that would just add more of stress to your life in some sort of way. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. I want to know who this is. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The 4 of Swords. If this is someone that's in your life, then I feel like you are content with having this person kind of, their love or their heart kind of strung around you in some kind of way. You feel comforted and connected to this person, but you're definitely not giving to this person. The 4 of Swords, you know, before the 4 of Swords, you have that 3 of Swords. There's some sort of pain that has happened that there could have been third party pain there. That distrust thing's coming back into play. So you could have had someone in the past that really was disloyal to you in some sort of way, or someone that someone that you felt as if they there was a distrust that was there. Sorry, I have to keep clearing my throat. It keeps getting a little raspy. There's some sort of distrust or disloyalty that happened to you in your past, and it might not have to be just a romantic relationship. This could just look in the way of a friendship, parental, so family member, you know, something that was or something that you've seen growing up, even because you have the child that's here. Same dog as he gets older, like a loyal companion to yourself and yourself alone, you know, kind of energy. You've always like, it's just you, yourself, and I, and that's it, you know. But this Four of Swords is whatever pain happened to you here. And it's funny because you have these three well, I'd say swords, but these three twigs here that are like she's wrapping herself around, and plus this heart that's here. This person could be someone that you feel like is comforting to you in some kind of way when it comes to healing. But you're not giving to this person. Also, for some of you, this Queen of Pentacles is a mother figure. But it's a selfishness that comes out of that. Or this is you just being content with where you are, how you are, what you're experiencing. You feel like you've recently got over all that, and you just want to stay in this place to being where you feel comforted. And that's it. I feel safe here, and I'm going to stay here for now. I feel comforted right here, and I'm not going to kind of move out of this energy. Why is the Six of Cups here? Why is this Six of Cups? Okay. So, the Two of Swords and the Moon in reverse. You do not want to, the Two of Swords is making that hard decision, okay? The Moon in reverse is saying, I'm not going to put myself in a place where I feel like I'm having a lot of stress and anxieties about what's going on, you know, and it's something that you feel like maybe you've done in the past, and it's something that you'd want to stay away from, clear far away from now. Yeah. And it's hard for you, I feel like. It's a hard decision for you because, especially if this is someone that you're pushing away, because the hunger is still here. You still crave something. And that's undeniable. You can't kind of get away from that energy. You have the number 18 here, which again is 8, and plus 7, 6, 17, 8, 6, 7. You know, you have all these numbers that are in alignment when it comes to what you want for yourself and how you want to move forward for yourself. And not being blinded by choices of how others can affect your own decisions. You know, it's like there's very loyal to yourself kind of energy that I'm feeling here, and not wanting to be loyal to anyone else outside of that. Because it only causes burden, confusion. Oh, this came out too. Oh, that's weird. Why was I holding this? That is very strange. The Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands is here. That was weird. I don't even know how that came out. I'll have to go back and look. I don't know where that came from. The Queen of Wands and Two of Wands, I mean, this is someone else that's here as well. This Queen of Wands energy looks like a fun person. Look. I mean, this could be you, but I don't feel like this is you. This could be someone around you. It doesn't have to be a female. It could be a male as well. It's the energy of the card itself. This is someone that's that's fun. I mean, this is someone that is independent and strong, and you know, goes after what they want. They're adventurous, you know. They are, it's Leo energy. For some reason lately it's been coming up as Sag for me. But it's someone that's very goal-oriented and kind of goes after what it is they desire. And then you have this Two of Wands here, which is making plans for the future. This is someone here that you may actually be, if this is you, then you're in a space to where you are making plans for your future here. And this is your sole focus, your main priority. And this is, again, this is like a fun energy. This is not something serious. You're not wanting to like put serious time and energy into something here. You feel comfortable and safe where you are. But this could also be someone that you see in your future, you know, something that you see playing out in your future. I'm going to put this to the side because I don't know where it came from. And we're going to go back to that here, okay? But I want to focus more on what I'm seeing so far here. So why is the Chariot here? Can you tell me more about that? Chariot energy, the Knight of Cups. Well, that's conflicting. So what is coming towards you in love? Obviously, you have some kind of offer here, but I think that you're moving away from it. I think someone's sitting here wanting love or wanting to offer you love. But you have the Chariot here. So it's like you're moving away from that, you know? The Chariot is where you're kind of taking the reins for yourself emotionally and moving into something that's more positive. And I feel like you're seeing this Knight of Cups, which is an energy that's here. This Knight's here offering love, romance, connection. But you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, so you're losing. This is a lost opportunity. You're seeing this as a lost opportunity. And so if it hasn't happened yet, it will. This offer will come in, but you're not going to take this offer that's here. Now, what's the Six of Pentacles? The Ten of Cups in reverse. I mean, that's a broken home there. Not only is that a broken home, but it's like not having any, just not focusing on anything that has to do with the emotional state whatsoever. So you could even, I mean, you could be giving to the situation in a pentacle kind of way, but you're not giving it you're not giving to it emotionally whatsoever. And if there's someone here, there's a level of running out of patience with that. Someone may be starting to run out of patience with that. Especially if it's this Knight of Cups that's sitting over here offering something. Offering to, I mean, this could even be in the way of someone offering to travel with you here with the Chariot. Which I don't normally see the Chariot like that, but for some reason it's very literal to me right now. Plus that in his Converse that he's wearing here, that have the wings on them. Someone wanting to romanticize with you, wanting to kind of sweep you off your feet, you know, and you turn this down, this person's going to get to a place to where they don't feel like there's any kind of emotional connection here. And they're going to run out of patience when it comes to that. Which I don't know necessarily that you're in that energy of caring, but let's see what happens, because something's going to happen. So tell me about the Ten of Wands here. Why is the Ten of Wands here? The Nine of Swords. There's this very feeling trapped kind of energy that's going to happen here. You have the future that's there. The hopeless, the hope you are losing, okay? So whatever it is that you are, I mean, this is someone that feels like they can't give to a situation, and because they can't give to the situation, it somehow or another becomes kind of a burden, and causes more anxiety and stress for you here. Because someone, I think someone is kind of closing themselves off, which leads me to this. So let's see about that. Why is the Four of Swords here? Oh, look at that. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles, both in reverse. Guys, there's someone here. I can't unsee this. There is someone here, a counterpart here that's, if they, and I do, again, I'm going to repeat myself one more time, and I won't need to do it anymore. I know I repeat myself a lot. There's someone here that is offering you something, but they're wanting this Knight of Cups energy. They're wanting to move, they're wanting romance to move forward. They're wanting to embrace that part of this connection. And they're going to run out of patience here as far as giving to it and not getting anything in return emotionally, because you are so resistant and closed off. And then you get to the Star energy, which is a complete loss, right? Losing hope, a closed door when it comes to kind of a future that's there. And that's going to be a heavy burden on you, and you're going to have a lot of anxiety about that, because you're going to start to feel like, did I lose this opportunity? What happened? And then this King of Queens, King and Queen, go into the Four of Swords, which is thinking about things. Neither one of you are giving to each other. Both of you are feeling disoriented in the relationship. And so there's an energy of, okay, you don't see eye to eye here, right? You're not seeing the same, you don't feel like you can come together in the proper way. And I do feel like this King of Pentacles is you, because I do feel like the Six of Cups is, and you have the dog here as well. And so the Four of Swords, you're sitting on this, resting on this, thinking about this, contemplating how things are going to go in the future. What is it that you want here? You know, all this kind of stuff is taking effect. So tell me about the Two of Swords and the Moon in reverse. Two of Swords here, the Moon in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. I'm going to get one more for this before I say what I want to say. Because I'm hesitating. I want to fully understand before I can completely say what I want to say. But you have two 7 here as well. Tell me more about this 7 of Cups in reverse, please. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's very clear now. You have the Ace of Cups. There's a decision here that you're going to be faced with, okay? And you're going to have to, you're going to be illuminated to how you really feel and what you want to let go of, because there's love here. There's an opportunity to have an emotional connection that's here. This Ace of Cups energy is here with some sort of soulmate energy. But this healing from your past is what's kind of holding you back. And it could have something to do with, someone else that moved away from you, because, and that's something that you're still kind of releasing or getting past. I'm going to get some clarifiers for it. But this could also look in the way of, and this came out on its own, you know, this person may be someone that you know would move on or move past you. There's a decision that you're being faced with here. And I think that you're realizing that this love is here, or that you care about this person. And you're doing it in this Four of Swords state, right? So while you're in the middle of trying to, in this Four of Swords, heal, figure out what's happening here, what's going on, how things are working out, you realize that you care about this person, and that opportunity for love is there. And you have to make this decision if you want to take it or not. If you want to take it or leave it. I want to know more about, tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. You may look at this other person as someone that has other options as well, and that... tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, please. Yeah, the World in reverse. Okay, so now tell me more about this King of Pentacles. What kind of energy is this King of Pentacles in here? What kind of energies are they in? Oh, there you go. 3 of Swords. Right on top of that 4 of Swords, because we talked about it. Crazy, isn't it? So this Queen of Pentacles is in a place to where they're looking at the lack of closure that they have here. Things not being over for them. Maybe repeating a cycle another cycle with you where it didn't go anywhere. Not learning a lesson, you know, having to repeat something there. And this King of Pentacles is in pain, heartbreak. This is someone that is saying, okay, I'm offering you this, but I'm running out of patience because I'm not getting anything in return. I feel like I'm the one that's kind of giving in this situation here. So they start to lose hope, and they start to realize that this is becoming more of a burden here than it is a benefit to them in any kind of way. And I think that y'all too kind of have it out here in the understanding of that. Causes some anxiety and stress, because then you're faced with this choice of you're realizing that this is someone that you actually do care about, and that you could be losing this. So what is this Queen of Wands here for? Okay, the Devil in reverse. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please. Why is the Two of Wands here? The High Priestess, which is another 2. Yeah. This is someone over here that's, in order to move forward, and you have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, okay? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There's that 5 of Swords. I knew that was going to show up because you have the 3 and 4. There's the 5. Manifesting conflict here because not wanting to put any effort or time into something, and keeping your emotions to yourself, but having them. That's the frustrating part. And I kid you not, guys, my dog actually got this card and bit it. And you have the dog bites at the top of the card right here, which makes me kind of want to go back to this. I feel like this is your energy because you have the dog here, the loyalty, and how it's being chewed on, how that loyalty to yourself is kind of reflected as far as the harsh reality that's kind of placed on this connection because of that. You have the dog here as well, which I forgot to even mention. This is someone here that is also faced with a choice, and I think this person could be in an energy of where they release themselves from this, or get to a place where they feel like this is something that's more toxic for them than it is beneficial in any kind of way. And making plans here for their future. I don't want you to know that. Making plans here for the future and how what that's going to look like. And they're keeping that to themselves. They're saying, I mean, this is someone that has a lot of confidence with themselves and what they can accomplish or what they can have. And I think that you know that about them too, because you have that 7 of Cups that's there. Yeah. I mean, this is frustrating kind of energy, to be honest with you, to read. Because I see what's going to happen. And as you know, me being me, I want to keep you from experiencing this, but I also feel like it's a lesson that you kind of have to experience and go through, because it has a lot to do with you being so closed off. And now my head is like tingling like crazy. There's a huge emphasis here on this past energy and trusting love and not allowing yourself to be open to it in any kind of way. Oh, I'm ready to get to the extended. I want to see what's going on here. It's crazy. For some of you, you may actually feel like this is like the other way around. if you've already kind of had somebody that's offered you something here, you know, that realization is coming. I feel like there's a realization coming. So let's see what Advice Spirit has here. These are the, okay, well, they have lots. They have a lot of advice to tell you. These are the Whispers of Love oracles. And we have two that fell on the floor as well. Hold on just one second. Okay. We'll start with this one here. Number 7, imagine that. And this is 18, no kidding. 2. Wow. Number 7, it says, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. No way, guys. Come on. Oh, Spirit's on you here. Shifting your focus back to love. So I want to talk about this King of Cups. This is Scorpio energy, by the way. This King of Cups energy is someone that is sitting with love, but they choose if they're going to give it or not. They're very imbalanced with their emotions. They know exactly how they feel, but they choose if they want to express that or not express that. And that loyalty they have to themselves and how they feel about their heart and what they give with their heart could actually end up being, with the bite marks and the dog here, could actually end up being more of a demise because you're so closed off, right? And we saw that in the very beginning of it. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. They're wanting you to shift, to realign your energy here and to shift your perspective back to love and what it is that you deserve in love. It's not about just what you're giving to someone else. It's about what you yourself kind of deserve as well and what you deserve to receive and how that's beneficial for yourself. We have embrace your emotions here, the number 18. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. I mean, come on. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. And the number 18 is the moon in tarot, which is about illusions and fear. And fear of love is all over the spread. Embrace your emotions. They're there. See, that's what I'm talking about here with this King of Cups. His emotions are there. You're choosing not to offer it or give it. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Number 2, which is balance. And that's what this is about down here. Having balance in this connection here with this other person. Having balance with this other person is what's going to help things move forward in the direction that you want. There's something else I'm missing over here, and I'm not sure what that is. I'm trying to get there, though. I'm trying to get it. I'm going to have to get that in the extended because we're already in 40 minutes here. Okay, so postcard from Spirit, please. Overall message for Paul 2. Postcard from Spirit, please. Overall message for Paul 2. With love. No kidding. With love. No kidding. Very curious to see what this says. Can't wait to get into it. Okay. We are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when you urge to expand wells up inside of you from a primal place, which is this hunger that you're feeling here? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it's exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit that you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is that it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, Spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We're so proud of you. I mean, it's almost like I feel, and it's just my belief, but this is what I feel like I need to say in this reading. I feel that Spirit's gift to us, with all the suffering that we have to go through as humans, the gift that we have is love. And I think that you're so focused on this part of what the pain that love could bring you, and the burdens that love can bring you, and the anxieties that love could bring. You're not focused on the gift of love itself. And that's what they're saying here, is that you have this opportunity for this new relationship or this new beginning, or to experience this love. We're trying to offer you this gift of love. It's like the ultimate gift that we can give, that you're deserving of. But if you're not allowing it to come in, if you're resisting it, if you're closed off to it, that hunger is only going to turn into something different. Hunger, when it goes unnoticed, it's going to turn into something that's negative. And that's what's happening here. I see it happening. It's unfolding in the tarot before my eyes. And it's like, I feel like I should try to do everything I can to stop it. But it's up to you, if you long to have more love, be more loving. You have to be the one to kind of also be receptive to it and allow yourself to give it as well. You can't just be this King of Cups and close off and never give that love, or you will not be the King of Cups. You will end up being something else because you're just resisting it this whole time. Okay. That being said, let's get some initials. So in the extended, go get you a drink, get you some tea, something, cup of coffee. You're going to be sitting for a while. We're going to go into this healing stuff, guys. I got to do it. I have to do it. I want to see what's going on here. Why is this here? Why is this here? What happened to you? I want to go into that. I want to help you through that. That's where I want to start. Initiate. Intimacy, exactly. Doubt cancels abundance, yeah. Believe in yourself and touch, guys. Spirit's trying to offer you a gift right now, but you're not taking it. They literally are offering you someone, I feel like, for comfort and love, and you aren't. You're just closing off to it. We have M-S-Y-O-E. We have the number 2, no surprise there. 2's all over this board. We have and. We have O. We have the heart. We have B. We have B-O-Y, boy. We have F-M, family, I heard. And A. Not a whole lot here. We have boo. This may be your boo. There is not very much here at all. I want to get one more. Let's get just a couple more. That's not the right bag. What am I digging for? Just a few. Just a couple. Okay, that's better. Now I know what I can spell. Something I can spell. Q-E-T-R-U, trust, H-I-S, and K. We have home right here. We have homes. We have boss. You may feel like you just want to be the boss of yourself. We have my, which is significant because you're in a very self-focused kind of energy there. We have toe. Wonder what that means. Maybe you need a toe. But that's T-O-E. We have ray, a ray of sunshine. Look at that. Spirit's trying to send you a ray of sunshine. We don't have an L here, so I can't spell that. Okay, that's better. I feel like I could spell at least a couple of things there. I'm gonna hold this up so y'all can see it. And then I'm going to take this to the extended and we're going to look into all this stuff and see what that is all about. I want to know more about what that's about, okay? So, and then we'll also find out, like, I don't know, what could happen here in this connection if you were to get out of this energy. So that will be in the description box below. And I'll either see you over there, or if you're leaving me here, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your support, guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Hope it brings some kind of clarity. Good luck to y'all moving forward. And I hope to see you soon. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Modern Love Tarot, and this, got something on me here. This, there it is. It's a hair. Okay. So sorry. This Aura Quartz Crystal here, Aura Rose Quartz Crystal. This one's really pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to put tarot to the side. We're going to start with a few oracle cards. These are the Queen of the Moon oracles. And this is going to get us a better look at what exactly it is that's going on in your love life right now, so that you can make sure this is your pile, okay? Or there's a message here for you. Okay, guys. It's going to take me a second to get back into this. I've been gone for a couple of days. I did pile 1 and 2 a few days ago. And then my little one got sick again. Again, unfortunately. And so he's taking a nap right now. I thought maybe I could get this reading in while he's napping. Okay, pile 3. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I know my camera setup is, it looks a little different. It's a little closer. I had to move some stuff around. And so yeah, y'all's reading might be a little closer up than pile 1 and 2. Okay, pile 3. What is pile 3's message about their love life? What's going on currently in pile 3's love life, Spirit? Pile 3, what's going on currently? Okay, well, we'll take them. We have Abundance, Hunger Moon, number 38. We also have Action, the Waxing Gibbous Moon, number 15. Okay, so what's going on in your life currently here? What's going on in your love life currently, pile 3? I'm going to get one more card, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of talk about what I'm seeing so far. I want to say that in your love life, I do feel like that there is a kind of a feeling I'm feeling about you guys where you are trying to be very, very strategic about what moves you make in your love life. I don't know if this is kind of a result here of maybe you've already kind of been in some serious relationships that didn't work out very well. You have these 3 stags here, I think, that are behind her. So could have been 3 relationships that didn't work out very well. That you were like, I just feel like you're someone that has been in a lot of long-term connections that haven't exactly worked out in your favor. The reason I say this is because I do feel like those are behind you. I feel like they're in your past. I feel like you are in this place to where you're kind of questioning if you should be a little squirrely with your energy. In other words, I don't feel like you're someone that's kind of just wanting to just kind of, this is a weird feeling that I'm feeling, but it's like this. And this is the only way I know how to describe this. You're in the mix of wanting to just play in your love life and wanting to stay away from it at the same time. And you don't know which one you're doing. You don't know if you're just playing around with other people in your life and you're kind of dating and going out there, or if you're in a position to where you kind of don't want that, you know? But the reason I think that maybe you're in that energy is because there you may have a really, really, really hard time trusting other people because of these past relationships that you have had and them not working out. And there may be being some sort of deception that went around in those past relationships. And so now you're kind of just sitting in this place where you want to just be really like strategic about how you move forward. and on what path you actually take with this. But you're standing in the middle of not knowing exactly what that even looks like. You may actually feel as if you're someone that could be just working on your abundance in your life, or focusing on what you do have in your life that you feel grateful for, to try to divert your mind away from feeling maybe what you don't, because you don't have a clear vision of what that is that you would want anyways. And you probably are someone that tries to leave the past in the past, or not think about the past very often, but you may have a hard time with that coming up. And you could be in the position currently to where you are hoping for the best, like in this next year. You know, it's like, because this is a timeless reading, but I'm doing it right here in November, 1st of November, actually. So you may be kind of sitting in this place to where you're thinking, you know, I just want to try to get past the end of this year, and then next year is going to be a whole new year for me, or, you know, next month, or whatever that is for you guys. It's just going to be a whole new, whatever it is for me. And then I'm going to be able to have my abundance then. Things are going to look different. I'm going to be in a different place. And I can finally leave like the past behind. You may even be someone that's even contemplating making a move, like an actual physical move to a different location. Which brings me to action. This action, number 15, is actually the Devil in Tarot. And I think that you may just kind of be somebody that's sitting in a place to where you want to... If you sense that somebody's being at all, and this comes back with the backstory here of this card with the deceptive kind of energy. If you feel like there's anyone around you that's being deceptive in any kind of way, or you just don't feel like they're really, truly authentic, then that's definitely something that you stay away from. And you're completely vulnerable in that sense of how you feel about that. You know, you would be somebody that completely says, you know what? I'm not liking the vibe they're giving me, and you would just kind of leave that person with no explanation, you know. It's just, I sense this is like this, getting kind of a funny scenario. This could happen to you. I feel like if you went on a date with somebody, you would sit down, if it was a blind date, let's just say, okay? And you sat down and you started a conversation. Within the first 5 minutes, if you felt like that person was not the person for you, you would literally just say, you know what, this isn't gonna work, and you just get up and you just walk off. Like you're at this point in your life where you're just like, it's become that blunt. So I don't know if it just has to do with how many relationships that you've been in and them not working out, or if you're just sitting in a position where you're like, I just don't have time to waste on anything that's not going to be important to me, or I don't feel like it's going to serve me in any kind of way. You know, you don't want to kind of, and that's again what I was feeling here with, you know, you want to have someone that you can play with, or that you can, by play, I mean like have a companion, you know, like a friend in that sense, but you aren't playing around either. You know what I mean? Okay. Also with this action, okay, we'll take that one. Also with this action, you may kind of be in a position in your life where you're just trying to, whatever actions you're taking moving forward, you're doing them solely for yourself and not really for everyone else around you. Now, I'm not saying this doesn't concern like family, kids, stuff like that. I'm seeing this more as in, you just want to be free. You know, you just want to be free to kind of act in the way that you want to act. And do your own thing without having someone there that you have to worry about how they feel about a situation. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all see that? When I said that, my candle started bubbling. Yeah. There's a feeling about not putting up with it a whole lot. You just don't want to put up with anything. You know, if you're there and you want to be my partner or our team, or you bring me something, or I'm not going to put up with a lot of crap. I mean, I'm really getting heavy energy of y'all just, you've just really been through the ringer. I feel like you're someone that's just really been through a lot. And maybe you feel like you just have a lot of weight on your shoulders and you just can't take anything else. We have the number 7 here as well, which is nourishment, which, again, I mean, look at the way she has her arms up here and she has her arms up here. And the only thing here is she has her arms closed, but she's protecting that fox, which is that strategic energy that we talked about. It's funny here that the moon is a piece of cheese, isn't it? I feel like there's some holes in what you see as nourishment to you. So you recognize these things within yourself, and you're not sorry about it either. It's like, yeah, I recognize that I'm this way. I recognize that I am, you know, blunt about things, or that I'm not going to put up with a lot of crap, you know, or whatever it is. But I am who I am, and I'm not changing any other way at this point. And, you know, it's not that you're not willing to compromise. It's that you're just tired. I think you're just tired. That's all. You want nourishment just as much as the next person, you know. You want to be able to have whatever it is that you need in a new beginning here for yourself. But I think you just may be someone that's really self-focused, and that's harder for other people to understand because they don't know where you're exactly coming from. If they knew where you were coming from and the things that you've experienced and how you've lived those experiences, then they could see why maybe you would turn your back on certain people and not give opportunities away. You know, I don't think you're someone that just gives opportunities of yourself just away to anybody. And you may be sitting on something right now, some kind of new beginning. You may be kind of sitting on in your life in general, just like a new beginning for yourself. Just trying to nurture yourself and nurture a new beginning for yourself. And that's like your main focus. This is the number 7, which is the Chariot in Tarot. So moving forward in a positive direction, I think is what your primary focus here is. Especially, you know, in life in general, but I think especially in love, I think that at this point, you just kind of feel like, you know what, I just know what I know. I know what I know, yeah, and I know what I want at this point, and I'm not really going to allow, look at there, King of Pentacles. This is your energy here. And the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think that you're in a position where you're trying to just make something for yourself, or who you are is who you are, Capricorn energy here. And you may be someone that's trying to gain more of your own financial independence or financial abundance, and that's what's most important. But I mean, I see the 9 of Pentacles in reverse as someone that's not really fully like putting themselves out there. Since we are talking about a singles love reading here, I feel like you're, look at there, there's the Lovers. I feel like I don't think you know exactly what it is that you're looking for, but you know that if you find it, you'll know it. And so that's why you're not wasting time on anything else. You're just like, you know what, if I figure it out, I'll know it. And moving in a positive direction is saying to yourself, you know, like that's what I was talking about not putting up with anything else. I'm going to go off my first instinct this go around. I'm going to go off of my first instinct, and I'm going to go off of logic, you know, and keep my lust or my desire and heart kind of out of it, so that I know I'm putting myself in a position where I'm not going to get hurt and I'll be safe. You're really holding that logical point in a very protective space inside of you, you know, carrying that boundary with you there. Okay, let's get some tarot. Pile 3. That sounds like you. Let's see what else. What's coming towards pile 3 in love? What's next in love for pile 3, Spirit? What's next in love for pile 3? Next in love for pile 3. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Look at that. Single parent. 2 kids fighting in the background. But it's in reverse here. You may have gotten out of, you may be a single parent, and you may find yourself in a position sometimes where you're outside of what you're normally used to, are just dealing with conflict when it comes to, you know, kids and how that kind of fits in your life currently. It's, you have to, when you lose the other parent and you have to co-parent outside of a relationship or a marriage, it's like, you have to learn to be both sides most of the time. You have to learn to be someone that you're not. So either you're learning to be the dad or you're learning to be the mom. You know, there's, I do believe that there are two sides to that. You have this nurturing energy, you have the leader kind of role, and having to play both those sides is maybe something that you're trying to figure out, or you feel kind of overwhelmed sometimes with. For some of you, you might have a hard time with moving forward because of your kids feel almost like, how do I explain this without being a certain way? This is a delicate conversation. If you are someone that misses what you had in the past, sometimes your kids can remind you of that, and that's hard. You know, that's really hard. It's a reminder of something that you had in the past, and understanding and accepting that things have changed from that is something that's maybe really overwhelming for you. But for some of you, it's just, if there's no kids involved, it's just like you're just learning about this new dynamic of yourself, being independent, and how to kind of approach that moving forward. And you might find that difficult sometimes. Yeah, you have Justice here in reverse. And look at this. Oddly enough, it's a couple that's in therapy. And the therapist is trying to explain equalness in the relationship. It's in reverse because you may feel, again, like you're someone that's coming from a place where you were just dealt unfair hand, you know, in situations. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there's a lot of frustration, I feel like, about how your life in general has kind of moved forward. So I'm going to get the rest of these out, and the clarifiers, I think, are going to be more on these particular topics about what's coming towards you in the future, or what's next. One more, please. There's that Five of Wands. And you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I'm going to scoot these over just a hair. Oh, no, they're perfect. Nope, are they? Good enough, good enough. This Eight of Wands in reverse. You notice how you have the 8s and the 9. The 5, you're missing the 6. You have the 7 here. So, well, 6 is definitely here with 15. And the 3 and the 8, 11, 5. Down here, you're missing 6. There's a, sorry, I got to go through all these numbers in my head. There's a part of you that is missing being able to be in balance or at peace with your life and where it is currently and how you've ended up in this place. There's a lot of frustration that goes into this. You also may be someone that feels, you could have someone that you still actually are conflicted with. But as far as just your life in general goes, I think that, I mean, this is that energy I got from up here. You know, if things don't feel right, you're at this point where if things just don't feel fair or balanced for you, then you'll just stop it. You'll stop moving forward. I'm not going to move forward with this connection or a relationship or anything like that if it just doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And you may be at a halt when it comes to relationships, not wanting to kind of go there. You have this 5 of Wands that's here. And this is, you know, people being conflicted with each other. There being conflict that takes place. One person is feeling one way, the other person's feeling another way, and they're not going to move in the right direction there. Then you go from that to this 8 of Pentacles in reverse, which is needing to take a break. And I think that you see how the luggage is here and being put in the car, and then you have this here with, I've been working so much, I just need to take a break. I do kind of feel like for a lot of you that there is this energy I'm feeling of you getting to this point to where you want to just stop and move in a different direction, because you feel like whatever direction that you feel like you're going in is not moving in the right way. And the way that it's coming is like either an epiphany that you're having, a transformation that you feel, something internally with you is going to switch. So that's kind of pulling me back into this card, what we talked about with the squirrels. It's like whatever it is that you're doing, you feel like you're almost kind of like in a routine of doing that, and it's something that you want to get yourself out of. And for some of you, like I said, it could have something to do with the move, needing to kind of get away, needing to kind of move yourself out of what you've been experiencing over and over, you know, that routine that you've been experiencing. You need to kind of move away from that. So let's get some more. Why is the Nine of Wands here in reverse? For pile 3 here, Spirit. Why is the Nine of Wands in reverse? What's next in love for them? Strength. Yep. You're kind of sitting in this place where you're not, I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. I'm getting that overall. And I am tired. But I'm just saying, you're reading. I feel like you are tired. I feel like you're tired of relationships. You're tired of dealing with the other people, you know, in relationships and their stuff and their crap and all that stuff. You may be somebody that feels like you always constantly give and give and give, or you're the one that's like putting in all the effort and work and being the strong one. And it's like, I'm tired of being that person. I want to be the other side of that. And you haven't found that balance. Or maybe when it does get balanced, it doesn't stay long, you know, and then something happens here. Justice, please, in reverse. Like, why can't everyone else kind of see my perspective of things? Of why can't anyone love me the way that I feel like I'll give them this effort and love? Okay, so Justice in reverse, please. 6 of Swords in reverse. You keep reliving something over and over in your mind and how unfair something was. And you know that you're doing that to yourself, and you know that that's not helpful. And this is what I think is going to come to a change and stop. And you know that in order to, once you have that epiphany that I have to stop kind of beating myself up about something that I had no control in, or I have to stop beating myself up about feeling like I was dealt very unfair in a situation and reliving that, I need to pull myself out of it. And for some of you, that is you moving, or you going somewhere, or you just completely getting some fresh air in a whole different area. You know what I mean? Why is the Knight of Wands here in reverse? You have the Hermit here. Yeah. This is kind of like that epiphany that I was talking about, okay? This 8 of Wands in reverse is that for me. It's that halt, stop. I can't go on like this anymore. And that truth is the part that you're carrying here with the Hermit. And needing to go on that journey to figure out where you... It's almost like you want to just get your happiness back, or yourself. I want to get myself back. It's almost like you feel... You know, I talked about here about that kind of more aggressive energy about you would just get up and walk out of a room or a date. You may see yourself as that's not who you are as a person, but that's who you become because of the way that you've been treated in the relationships in the past. And I think that's something that you may not really like about yourself. You don't like being that kind of person. You've just, well, life has turned you into this person. And this halt is knowing that you want to go find your own happiness here. even if it conflicts with things that are going on around you, or people going on around you, or life going on around you, even if other people don't understand it, don't see it, are confused by it, it's like, you know, you need to do this for yourself. Otherwise, nothing's ever going to change for you. So tell me about this Five of Wands, please. Why is the Five of Wands here? You have the Four of Swords in reverse. This right here is serious misunderstanding that takes place. So for some of you, you doing this could cause conflict. There could be some sort of misunderstanding when it comes to, you could be either anticipating this, or it could throw, being that you're doing this, or if you're wanting to move in a new direction, it could cause other people to look at you in that kind of way, which you're going to see as a misunderstanding. But it's something that you feel like you still need for yourself. So let me put that down into a more grounded scenario so that you can understand clearly what I'm trying to say. Is this is, let's just say, for instance, if you were to uproot yourself and move to a new location, and your family or your friends, nobody understood why you would be doing that. It doesn't make any sense. And they could see it as, you know, all kinds of things. They could say, you know, you're just being selfish, or you're making a dumb decision, or, you know, whatever that is. That's the misunderstanding about it. The Five of Wands is saying, you know, nobody's getting hurt out of the situation. It's just other people don't really understand the way that you want to do it. I don't understand you, you don't understand me, we're going to have conflict here, which is the misunderstanding that takes place. So why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, look at that, King of Wands. Yep. And this king, I love this King of Wands, because he just does not care. He just does not care. This is Aries energy, by the way. You also have Virgo and Libra and Leo here. Yeah, he just doesn't care. You know, and this is what I'm saying here about this Eight of Pentacles. You want to be able to have a break and be yourself. The King of Wands is saying, bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. But there's the Chariot in reverse and the High Priestess. Yeah, you're keeping some things under your hat here. You're keeping some things under your hat. There may have been maybe one other person that you're maybe really close to that you've shared this idea with. But this Knight of Wands is saying, I'm tired of doing this over and over. I'm tired of working so hard and not getting anywhere. I'm tired of relationships always ending up in this way. I need a break. I just need to go somewhere new, start something fresh, have different people around me, have different air around me, experience something new so that I can find myself again. I want to get this King of Wands energy back. I want to be able to move forward and feel that passion and that drive that I used to have. I want to be able to have that positivity that I used to have. The King of Wands is someone that's very positive about his ambitions and goals and what he wants. And I think that you're sitting here in a position to where you don't feel that way anymore because of all the stuff that you've experienced with relationships in your past. And it's like, I can't even enjoy a relationship anymore. I can't even meet somebody that I feel like I like because I feel so, you know, it's almost like you feel this arrogancy inside of yourself where you're like, I'm not putting up with whatever, or nope, don't like that. Don't like what they said there. Nope, that's not me. That's not going to work. I'm telling you, that's not going to work. You know, that kind of thing that you're feeling, and you're not being able to really enjoy it or enjoy life in general. And it's like, I'm not looking at what everybody else, I don't have to explain myself here. I know what I need, and this is what I'm going to need. You know, and this is you needing to go find that balance. And there's an idea around this that you may have some other people that depend on you, but this could also be, you know, this could be kids, or this could just be some family that's around you that kind of depends on you. Or you may be someone that, I mean, this is you wanting to move in a direction that's better for yourself because you feel so out of imbalance, and knowing that there's nothing here for you, you know? Okay. I know, guys, we didn't get a whole lot about anyone coming in. I mean, you get what you get, you know, in tarot, and you don't throw a fit. That's what I tell my kids. Get what you get, you don't throw a fit, okay? Ask for help. This is coming up again. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. There's an idea here, in order to find that balance that you're really looking for, is to ask for help in some sort of way. So I don't know if you're needing help in getting to this, you know, if it's not a move, just kind of getting to this new way of thinking or new mindset of, I know I need to get out of this, but I don't know exactly how to kind of get my mind into that place, because I keep kind of going back to how unjustified this situation was, or all my situations were in the past, you know. Maybe needing to go talk to somebody, maybe needing to go to therapy, or just kind of finding that person that you can connect with that doesn't really put you in a place to where you feel like you're doing any kind of coping mechanisms with, you know. It's always so awesome, guys, to have someone in your life that you feel like you can just go and have a nice time with, doing something that could be even fun for you, you know, whatever that is for you. You could go do whatever it is that you feel like is fun for you, you know, go bowl, go golf, go watch a movie, go eat, whatever that is. Where you can enjoy that other person's company, and it's someone that really is a good listener, Sometimes all we need is someone just to listen to us. You know, I've heard everybody's advice. I just need somebody that will just listen to me. Can you just listen to me? You know, hear me out. You don't have to agree with everything I'm saying, but can you just kind of just listen and just tell me you understand me, or, you know, just to have that support there, even if it's not a therapist. Therapy is really helpful. I would definitely recommend it, but if it's not that, but just for you, knowing that you have to get out of that space and into something else. And sometimes we do need someone else just to be there as an emotional support through that. It's something that I think would be really helpful for you in order to get to this balanced place that it is that you really are looking for and that you know that you need, you know? Okay. So I am going to look in the extended. I want to see, since it didn't come out here in this portion, which I'm sorry. Sorry it didn't. But I want to look at this. Spirit's going to bring the most important message through first. So I want to look and see what your next relationship is going to be like, okay? Because I do feel like you're going to have this epiphany here, and you're going to move into a better direction for yourself. So I want to see what the next relationship is going to look like here. I want to emphasize on something real quick. When I talked about, I didn't really go into details, but not getting in a partnership, or finding someone that you can connect with to kind of open up and, you know, be that supportive energy for you. And I said, not using any kind of coping mechanisms. I mean, I wouldn't recommend finding someone that you did any kind of addictive natures towards, or anything that could be addictive in that kind of way, because then that will actually be imprinted on that relationship as well. And it could be something that you find yourself addicted to later. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is my buddy that I always go and drink with. And, you know, boy, we have a good time and we talk about it. And that's okay, I think, as long as you don't label that relationship as that, you know, and you want to have that person where you just connect with, that you can open up to, that feels good, and not just that you go and drown your sorrows in that kind of way with. Because that tends to be more of a burden at the end than it does a good, you know, helpful relationship. That's just my advice. I'm just saying. Listen with your heart. Wow, look at that. We're talking about that relationship. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. This is the number 1, so it's about that new beginning. Yeah. Yeah. So you may be sitting in a position where you need to open up more. And, you know, I talked about having somebody just listening to you, which is definitely, that's still here. But also with that and building up a relationship like that with somebody, even if it's a therapist, and then a therapist will get to a point to where they build that relationship up with you and allow you to talk, so that they're just that listener, so that you can kind of trust them more. And then they'll start to kind of throw key things out at you to get your mind to kind of see things differently. And since they built up that trust with you, you feel more open to their advice. And this is kind of what it's saying here. It's about listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear a loving heart. So if you find someone that you feel like is that loving listener, at some point you'll be able to embrace that person's advice in a loving way and not such a judgmental way. And I think you may be in that position. You may feel that way now because every advice that you've had so far may be really harsh or kind of picks up on a more negative sense of it, building on that negativity, you know. Lashing out, you know, if you lash out, the other person's gonna kind of feed that, you know, because they think that's what you want to hear. But staying away from that so much will be beneficial for you, I feel like, moving forward. Anything else? Any other advice here? You know, sometimes it's hard to take other people's advice because they may say something that could be very much so true, but it's hard for you to hear at the time because you feel like that person could be even taking another person's side, which is not so great. But they could be telling you something because they're wanting you to see it so that you can move forward. Not to cover anything the other person did to you up, but so that you can just move forward with it. And that would look like, well, you know, they were going through, they had a lot on their plate at the time, or they were going through a lot of things at that time, and they just were having a hard time dealing with that situation. And that's how they ended up dealing with it. You know, and it's just a way for you to be able to forgive that situation so that you can move forward. When someone tells you something like that, they're not saying that, well, that person wasn't in the wrong, you know. But if it's fresh, and you are very in this energy here of being like you just really had an unfairness done to you, you're not going to be as open to accepting that. And this is what's saying that in this new beginning that's coming, to allow yourself to be more receptive to that idea, because that's really what's ultimately going to be able to help you move forward. Yep. Okay. What other advice do you have here for Pile 3 Spirit? We have get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love, number 44. So there you go. There may be someone here in your next relationship that comes in. Here we go, finally. Here it is. That comes in that you may feel like is a very slow progress, and you may feel like this person may be not even that into you in the beginning, but what's happening there is that person's kind of getting to know you because they may be also closed off because they're coming from a not so great past. And in that way, you kind of learn to help one another. Learn to build that kind of foundation of how your foundation is built and how their foundation is built and how that can kind of come together and move forward with that. Definitely look at that Chariot energy, you know, and we see it here. Having someone that you can have that balance with is important, but it's not something that you're going to pick up on right away. And definitely if you're not open to it, you won't. It's a gradual thing, and getting to know each other is that gradual thing. And who knows? The person I keep referring to as being that close person that you feel like is a good listener could be someone that you end up romantically involved with. Demonstrate love, number 48. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Yeah. We all love differently. We all want different things when it comes to love. I'm going to get some advice here with these, and then we'll go on to, nope, actually, I'm going to get some future energies first. And then we'll go on to advice and initials, and we'll close. And then I'm going to take this over to the extended, and then we'll see what is going on in this next relationship here for you. What is that going to look like? What's that going to be like? What's this person going to look like and be like? And we're going to use some funnier cards for that. Kind of lighten up this energy a little bit. Happiness. What's in the future energies here for pile 3? Control. This is exactly what I was talking about you kind of taking charge of your own destiny here and controlling your own happiness moving forward. Yeah, positive energy surrounds you. A favorable positive outcome is assured. Assert yourself. Take charge of your destiny. One more. Okay, I said one, but we have these that come out as well. To heal. And this is important. This is exactly what your whole reading was about. Taking charge because you know that you're not happy where you are and wanting to take charge and control that moving forward and finding healing in the future. You also have obsessions and uncertainty that came out. And this is the part over here that I was talking about you needing to get away from, okay? You know that you're not uncertain here. That's why I kept it in reverse. About this obsessive energy that you keep thinking about. You could be thinking about someone in particular, or you could just be thinking about past relationships and how they've played out and having to relive those over and over and over. And knowing that that is what's causing you to be unhappy, and knowing that you want to control that and find your happiness. And in order to do that, you have to heal. Okay. And I can't get over this King of Wands card over here. It's just so funny. Okay. I love it. He has no care in the world. He is who he is, and he's loving who he is. And you want to get back to that place, don't you? Okay. Resolving issues. Healing past all this past relationships. Tell me more advice here, please. Acceptance. Peace. Yeah. Acceptance. Accepting the past and current situations. Work through issues gracefully. What else? Advice for pile 3. We have overcoming obstacles, which is taking control of your own destiny here. Stress, which is what you're trying to get away from, we talked about. And divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. You know, resolving issues is there as well, which we already said. Solving inner conflict and healing past the trauma. This is what's ultimately going to lead you into the place that's best for yourself, and you know that moving forward. You know this is what you need, because you know that you need to cleanse and detox from unnecessary commitments that are here in order to gain your strength out of a difficult situation and get back on your feet. And you know that in divine timing, this healing, and you'll get yourself back to where you were before everything. You want to find yourself again. Okay, so advice for pile 3 moving forward. Be honest with yourself. That's key. Let go of the story, that you keep telling yourself. Is it true? You could be holding on to something that you feel like was unfair, but you're not sure still if it's true or not. That's something that you need to let go of. Find a new approach to that, okay? That will help you to move forward. And like what we talked about, listening to someone even though it's not exactly what you want to hear, but you know it's maybe what you need to listen to in order to move forward. We have reach out here, reaching out to someone for help, as we talked about. Clear within and the lovers. Now, in order to be able to accept love and to get to that place where you want to be that person again, to be accepting towards love, you need to go within and clear out all this negative old energy so that you can accept the lovers when it comes around. Okay. This is going to be a whole different approach for you in life in general, not just in love. This is you and your life, okay? So we have 7 and 8. 7 is that chariot that we saw there in the beginning. We saw a lot of 7 and 8s. 8 is progress, moving forward. And it's, you know, together, that's 15, which is here, which is the devil and tarot, which didn't come out, but the devil is those negativity, which is here, the obsessions. And you know those thoughts are there, and you need to get away from those thoughts. So we have Y-O-O-O, so 3 O's. Again, 3 is here. Now, I don't know for some of you if there was 3 relationships that were completed that didn't work out, because that did come up here. You're gonna have to let me know about that one. That's kind of crazy. A-R-E-R I-D, another D, M or a W, E, and T. We have time, which we also have divine timing here, so that's important, which is right next to D. So again, this divine timing, everything's going to unfold, you know, when you're ready for it. And right now, you're not open to this, and you know that. You're not open to someone new coming in, you know. What else do I see here? Me. You are me. So it's like you finding did. Look at that, did. We. Two. If that was just a you. We also have died here. So I'm sorry if somebody lost somebody, and that's part of this. But it's also like a piece of you is dying, and you know that. And that's why you want to get back to yourself. Or maybe this last connection that you experienced was something that caused a lot of pain for you, and it made you feel like dream. Your dream died. Whatever dream it was that you had, it could have been with the past person, you felt like didn't go in the way that you wanted to, and then now that dream is kind of dying inside of you, you know, of what a relationship is or what it looks like. That's interesting. Okay, guys. I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see everything that's here, and also see yard, by the way. Maybe some, and team, because you want someone to be on your team. We talked about that. Okay, so here's the initials. I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna take this to the extended. If you're interested, it's gonna be link for it's down below. We're gonna take a look at your next relationship. What is the next relationship that's coming for you? What is that relationship gonna look like? What is this person gonna be like? Yeah, we'll get some advice for that as well. And whatever else Spirit kind of leads me towards, okay? So I'm gonna leave you here. Thanks for joining me here. I couldn't get anything out. I'm tired, guys, just tired. Thanks for being here though, guys. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your kindness and your support always. And if I don't see you over there, I hope to see you soon. Thanks.